Welcome back to the Farmstead. Today we are making another recipe that is near and dear to my heart. Now this was not one of my mom's recipes. This actually was one of my grandfather's recipes. Now I spent a lot of time with my paternal grandparents when I was growing up, Granny and Granddaddy. And I can see, when I look at my hands, I can see Granny's hands in my hands every time I look at them, and that's very special to me. But Granddaddy was the cook. Granddaddy had several special recipes that he made, and this was one. And I remember him making it pretty often, and it is a fun one. It's really easy, and I'm going to show you how. Now we start with some apples. I have 8 apples, and we've got a bag of Red Hots. Ready? Here we go. Now I'm using Gala apples. You want to use an apple that's firm. Granny Smith works good for these. And you want one that's going to be firm, that's going to hold up to a little bit of cooking. So we're going to peel them and then core them. And then we'll get them over to the stove. And my granddaddy he was something. He was so special. He is where I got my love of gardening. He didn't have a big garden, but he had a little garden. And so when I would spend the summers with him, I would help him in the garden. He's where I developed my love of okra. He certainly loved his okra and tomatoes and squash. And I don't remember him doing a whole lot of canning, but I remember him doing a whole lot of freezing. Lots of things for the freezer. Squash, yellow squash. I do remember when I was in the summers with him, we would always go pick Alberta peaches. That's a variety of peach, and they were always ready in the middle of July. My granny had a cousin. I think she was a cousin. They called her a cousin, named Liz. And somehow I remember Liz always going peach picking with us. And she was a hoot and a half. You know, there's always a group of friends who has the loud one. Liz was that one. But she was fun, and I enjoyed so much spending time with them. We have them peeled and cored. Now we're going to go to the stove and get started over there. So I'm going to use my big cast iron enamel coated shallow pan for this. It's perfect. This enamel makes it so easy to clean. I'm going to add to that a 1.5 cups of water and this package of Red Hots. And this is a 4.5 ounce bag of Red Hots. Oh, if I don't spill them all over the place. And we're going to get those melting. Well, that took about 5 minutes for that to melt all of the red hots. We've got a nice little simmer going on. I'm going to turn it down from medium to about a medium low. And I'm going to set my apples in there. And my oven's ready for my other project. So I'm just going to set them around. And we're going to stand here and we're going to baste the juice over these apples while they cook and the juice reduces. I remember Granddaddy using a spoon, but I'm going to cheat and use my turkey baster. And this will help infuse that red into the apples. You could add food coloring to this mixture if you wanted. I have not, because I think it turns out just fine without it. Your cooking time will vary depending on the type of apple you use and how firm they are, the temperature you cook them at. So you just want to cook them until they're nice and soft, but not completely disintegrating. You want to be able to spoon them out of the pan to serve. Yeah, good and basted. I'm going to put the lid on and let those cook for 4 or 5 minutes on my medium to low heat, and start getting soft, and then we'll check them again. We've been cooking for about 20 minutes. I did 5 minutes covered and basted, 5 minutes covered and basted, and then I have done about 10 minutes where I've just been standing here basting them. And you can see the juice is reduced quite a bit. And they are absolutely lovely. They're tender. Just wonderful. Now I could scoop them out of this pan, but I am going to serve them right in this pan because I think it looks very nice. The house smells absolutely amazing. So there you have it. Red hot cinnamon apples. One of my granddaddy's very special dishes. So dear to my heart. Hope you'll give it a try. I think you and your family will really enjoy them. Thanks for watching. See you next time.